Hey y'all, it's your girl Destiny, and I'm back with another Blinded Truth True Shot for you today. This episode is powered by Destiny's by Choice Support Services, and I'm so glad you're here. So, lately we've been talking about some heavy things, but let's start here, okay? I may not be okay. And before you try to fix it, before you try to wrap it in a bow and call it growth, before you tell me you got this, let me sit in that truth for a second. I may not be okay. I may not be okay. And that's okay. Because honesty is the foundation of everything we stand on here. And if I can't be real with y'all, then everything else is just noise, okay? Lately, I've been in my head a lot, and not just a little bit, not just thinking things through. I'm talking about overthinking on a level that feels like I'm running mental marathons with no finish line. I'm replaying conversations and reanalyzing tone and dissecting words that were said and the ones that weren't. Like, what did they mean by that? Did I say too much? Did I not say enough? Are their intentions real? Am I reading this wrong? Over and over and over again. And the crazy part is, from the outside, I still like I got it together, y'all. I'm showing up. I'm leading, I'm pouring into others, I'm speaking life, I'm pushing purpose. But internally, sis is tired, exhausted, drained from trying to make everything make sense. And I know I'm not the only one, okay? Because some of y'all, you smile in public but battle in private. And you encourage everybody else but question yourself when you're alone. You tell people, trust the process, while secretly wondering if you're even on that right path. Okay. And that's where I've been, right there, in that tension between faith and fear, between purpose and doubt, between I know I'm called and what if I'm getting it wrong? Because let's be real, when you've been through what I've been through, when life has taught you that not everything is safe, not everybody is genuine, not every situation turns out how you hoped, man, you start trying to control what you can. And you try to read between the lines and you try to anticipate outcomes. You try to protect yourself before anything even happens. But here's the truth: overthinking is not protection, it's exhaustion disguised as preparation. Okay, let me say that again. Overthinking is not protection, it's exhaustion disguised as preparation. Because while I'm sitting here trying to figure out everything, life is still moving. Opportunities are still passing. Peace is still available. But I'm too busy replaying a moment that already happened. And if I'm being honest, that's what's been hurting me the most. Not people, not situations, but my own mind. And I had to check myself because at some point you have to ask, Am I seeking clarity or am I feeding anxiety? Because there's a difference, okay? Clarity brings peace, but anxiety brings chaos. Clarity says, I trust what is, and anxiety says, but what if? And lately, my mind has been full of what ifs. What if I'm wrong? What if they don't mean well? What if I mess up? What if I'm not seeing it clearly? And let me tell you something, okay? Living in the what if will rob you of what is. Because what is says you're still here, you're still standing, you're still growing, and you're still chosen. But what if, what if will have you questioning everything that's already been confirmed in your life? And I had to sit with that and like really sit with it because I'm out here praying, God, keep me on the right path. God, make sure I'm aligned. God, protect me from anything not meant for me. But then I turn around and I try to control everything He already has covered. Make that make sense. You can't pray for guidance and then second guess every step you take. That's not trust. That's fear dressed up in spiritual language. Let's keep it real. And I had to be real with myself because we don't do fake over here. And we don't surface level healing. We don't pretend everything is okay when it's not. That's not what the Blinded You podcast is. And right now, I'm telling you, I may not be okay. But hear me clearly. Just because I'm not okay doesn't mean I'm not growing. Okay? That was whew. Let that sit for just a minute. Because somewhere along the way, we were taught that if you're struggling, you're failing. If you're tired, you're weak. If you're questioning, you're off track. Okay? And that's a lie. I'm going to just be straight up. Struggle is not failure, it's feedback. Exhaustion doesn't mean you're weak. It means you've been strong for too long without rest. And questioning doesn't mean you're lost. It means you're aware. And I'd rather be aware and working through it than pretending and breaking down. So yeah, sis is having a hard time over here. And I'm not going to dress it up. I'm not going to water it down. I'm not going to hide behind a highlight reel because if I can't be honest here, where can I be honest? And why do I have a platform that says the Blinded You podcast? And maybe you also needed to hear that too. Maybe you needed permission to not be okay, to admit I'm tired, I'm overthinking, I don't have all the answers. I'm trying, but it's hard right now. That doesn't make you weak. That makes you human. But here's where the shift happens again because we don't stay stuck here. I know this is for a moment. So we acknowledge it, we feel it, but we don't build a home in it, okay? Because even in this moment, even in the exhaustion, even in the overthinking, there is still truth. And the truth is this: you don't have to figure everything out to move forward. Let me say that louder for the people in the back and myself. You do not have to have all the answers, Destiny, whoever else is out there, to keep going. You don't have to decode every intention. You don't have to replay every moment. You don't have to understand everything right now. Sometimes peace comes from letting it be what it is and trusting that what's meant for you will not require you to lose yourself trying to figure it out. Whew. Mm. You hearing me? So, if it's costing you your peace, your sleep, your clarity, your emotional stability, it might not be alignment. And I had to hear that for myself because I've been out here trying to figure it out when really I need to let it unfold. And there's a difference, okay? And so today I'm choosing something different. I'm choosing to stop interrogating every situation. I'm choosing to stop overanalyzing every word. I'm choosing to stop assuming their worst. And I'm choosing to trust, not blindly, but intentionally. Trust that what's for me is already aligning. Trust that what's not for me will reveal itself without me even forcing it. Trust that I am not behind. I am not off track. I am not missing it, but I am in process. And so are you. So if you're out there and you feel like you're drowning in your own thoughts, if you're tired of replaying everything, if you're questioning your path, let me remind you, you're not alone. I'm here with you. And more importantly, you're not stuck. Okay? This is a moment and it's not your identity. And even if you're not okay right now, you are still becoming. You are still evolving. You are still growing into the version of you that doesn't overthink everything, that doesn't question their worth, that doesn't lose peace trying to gain clarity. That version of you is already in you. You're just shedding everything that's been weighing you down. So, breathe, give yourself grace, and stop trying to have it all figured out. Because you don't need to. You don't have to have it all figured out to be exactly where you're supposed to be. And today I'm choosing peace over pressure, trust over control, and trust over pretending. And the truth is, I may not be okay, but I'm still moving forward. And that's enough for today. So remember, your destiny is by choice, not by chance. And until next time, keep walking in your truth. Bye.